Hi guys, PLO Warrior here. Doing something different this week. I'm playing the $109 Monday night PLO tournament on iPoker. I just got to the final table, so I thought it would be a good time to start recording. So this is like the second hand I played on the final table, so it should be interesting. This guy on my right has been very active the whole game, just been like pot opening everything and just like C betting like 90% or something, quite big. I've only had like one decent hand against him, so but we were out of position to him before, so I'm hoping now it will be a bit better. I've just been min opening, so no need to obviously pot with my aces under the gun. That's what a lot of people do when they're playing PLO MTTs. They just like raise smaller with lots of hands and then pot with their aces. So I might not even 4-bet here because he min 3-bet, so I don't think I can get enough of my stacking really, and I don't mind just playing a flop. Yeah, I'm just going to call this. It's three ways. My aces aren't that strong. Like, this guy is definitely going to call me when I 4-bet. So I don't even have any like fold equity or anything really. So yeah, I'm just going to check back that. It's a pretty horrible flop. I could have just bet, but I might call this as is a half pot size bet, hoping to like pair the board or something. I don't think he has a flush that often, as like, you know, he would probably see bet the flop, so I'm gonna bet the river, bluff with my aces if you like. I don't need to bet that big. So I think most of the time we'll win with this bet. If he calls us with like 9-10, then that's just unlucky, but okay, he called us with Queen Jack. I don't like his call obviously, but we were right in the read anyway. He didn't have much, but yeah, he called us anyway. Yeah, this is like probably the best PLO tournament on the internet. Like, the players are just so terribly bad. Like, I cash like quite a lot of the time, not even by doing anything like amazing, you know. So they're just really weak players. So I suggest playing it if you haven't done it. It's every Monday, 9 o'clock, 9 PM GMT, that's the one. I'm just wondering if you bet bigger. There's no need to bet bigger though really on the river, like, he shouldn't. Maybe he would have folded, but you know, it's always easier in hindsight. I'll probably defend this hand, but now I'll just fold, obviously. The average chip stack, I'm not sure what it is. The average chip stack is 42,000, so quite far behind, but like I say, they're bad players and it is quite a deep stack tournament as well. That's the reason why I go quite deep most of the time. Can't beat deep stack play. Not like all these short stack tournaments. Like, short stack PLO tournaments are just a joke. So the deeper the better. Yeah, this guy never slows down anyway. So hopefully we can, I mean, if we have to bust to anyone, I'm hoping it'll be this guy, because, you know, I need to get involved in a hand with him. If I have to put it all on the line, it will be against this guy. Definitely will open this hand if this guy doesn't open, and if he does, then we'll just call. We'll probably, yeah, definitely call a min open from this guy, as we've got the button and that. Suited ace, a little bit of a rundown. It's not really strong enough to call a 3-bet, and I don't want a 4-bet, and I don't want a flat, so I guess I have to fold my hand. Haven't played with this guy before. I've only got 5 hands on him, but he seems to be quite active also. I don't understand why he min 4-bets, like he did this a few hands ago as well. But yeah, that guy's just always going to do that a lot of the time, so unless he does have aces, then... Oh, he does have aces, so good play by him. This guy's drawing to a 10. See how spewy he is. Pretty bad. And that's just the norm. That's just the norm in this tournament. You get like a couple of players that are just tight and playing it like you should be, but only probably like 30% of the players actually play it properly, and the rest of them are just like this guy basically. Well, can't really complain with our seat on the table, to be honest. We've got the tighter players to our left and the looser players to our right, so we definitely have the best seat at the moment. Not in a rush to double up, obviously. I'd like to do it, but we have almost 40 big blinds, don't we? I have like 35 big blinds or something, so not in immediate danger. And this guy is going to bust people, or he's going to bust himself pretty easily, so I'll defend if this guy opens for sure. And this guy's really tight on the left, but this guy's not going to fold, so I'm going to get some good odds with a suited ace and 3 broadways. Now I'm going to get even better odds, so it's a no-brainer to defend this hand, obviously. 600 to win like 4,200 every day of the week, and that is one of the drier flops you can get. But I'm definitely not going to do anything stupid 4 ways, not when this guy's in the pot. I expect this guy to bet like 3,000 maybe. He should do. I would if I was him. He's got a nice chip stack, dry board, everyone's checked, etc. Standard stuff, innit? Easy game. Quite a nice hand. It's tempting to 3-bet, but I'm just trying to keep the variance down at the moment. So he's just going to c-bet like every board anyway, and the turn and the river, so I can trap him in some good hands. Oh god, it's 3-bet again. such a like. Oh, I don't really want to cold call. Oh, I just fold. It's a nice hand heads up, but I don't want it to go three ways, so. I'm fine with the fold. This guy is just steamrollering. These guys are just trying to ladder up another spot, you know. I'm not bothered about that. Pay jumps aren't big enough to worry about that. If I get a good spot against this guy, I'm going for it. Like, you know, any decent two-pair hand, or any decent draw, any kings or aces or premium queens, just going to get in pre-flop. If he folds, I'll min open. Could call there. This guy's hardly ever going to raise, and these guys are not going to raise out of position, so could definitely call. Just don't like limping, but I've heard it is acceptable sometimes. Just don't know if I believe it or not. And we got our aces. Hopefully pot opens. He doesn't even open. I'm just going to min open. It's going to be too obvious if I put it. These guys just fold to smaller bets anyway, so it's not. If he 3-bets, hopefully he does, then we can get in hopefully 40% of our stack or something. Or take it down, even better. Love this hand. I jerk. Yeah, it's quite a long tournament. Like, well, it's not that long, but obviously because it's deeper, it's quite long. But and the other thing is, usually there's an overlay as well. It's like it's 5,000 guaranteed, but usually sometimes it only makes 3,800, 4,000 sort of thing. So there's like an overlay of. Told you it was an amazing hand. There's an overlay of like $1,200 thereabouts, so it's even more incentive to play. I play it every week usually. I won it a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, that's about it really. Zin nuts. Never underestimate the 3-3, 10-7. Single suited. Here's a drag playing one table, I'll be honest, but I was just playing cash games on the side obviously, but I just said when I get to the final table I'll just close them down. It helps me not be so spewy playing other tables at the same time, but like when you get to the final table, you need to like really have 100% attention on the game. So shut them all down. No, can't do anything. Four-handed. It's tempting, but it's just suicidal in a way. I mean, I have a 10 blocker, but this guy's pretty tight. It's just like, it's definitely not mandatory to try and bluff four-handed. And you've got one blocker. I might raise this guy just for the sake of it. If he doesn't raise, obviously. I'll just put it. I just fold most of the time, but I never get to steal the blinds. This guy's always opening, so. And obviously there's no antes in this game because it's six-handed. So you can get away with playing quite tight, although I know it's obviously 6 max, so you have to be a little bit on the looser side, but I'm just not getting any playable hands. Don't like playing pairs, obviously. It's not exactly an exciting video, but hopefully we get a double up and then we can start messing around with this guy. We have about 28 big blinds now, I think. Something like that. Unfortunately, short stack won it. It's fine. We'll get some action soon. We'll get a hand to play. Well, this guy's not exactly going to fold, is he? Okay, maybe he is. That's really tight, that. I mean, he doesn't even open much. Mind you, he does open 100% of his buttons, so he could have had a terrible hand, but... Yeah, we might 3-bet this if this guy opens us. It depends how much of our stack we can get in. We won't be able to get that much of our stack in. If he flats, 3 ways, I don't think kings are good enough to 3-bet. I can only get a quarter of my stack in, so... If it was like a third or more of my stack, I'd probably do it. It's an unfortunate flop for us. Especially, it's even worse now that 9 has paired. I find it strange that this guy wouldn't c-bet the flop with an ace, but he could easily have a 9, which would make it worse. So I'll just have to give it up. Mind you, he hasn't c-bet at all, so it's a bit strange. I'm just going to put this guy, and if he raises me, I'm folding because he just looks pretty tight. He is pretty tight. I haven't seen him re-raise once or call or anything. It's the first chance we've had to steal any blinds without having to call a free bet or whatever from this guy. I might just, yeah, I'll min open, hopefully get the blinds to fold, go heads up with this guy. He snap calls, another pretty disgusting flop. I might not even bet it, to be honest. I might try and hit a heart or an 8. Preferably not a diamond, but still going to check and then could value bet the river. Oh, we'll just obviously call a small bet. The nine got in there. It's pretty brutal. Should have value bet the turn, to be honest, and just folded to a raise. So we let him get there, but it's fine. So yeah, he's limping 10, 10, 5, 6 under the gun. So you don't need to be told that that's not a good thing to do. Go on, jam it in. This guy doesn't fold to 3 bets, does he? Could be a dangerous flop for this guy. No. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That would be our flush. Oh, and that would be his flush. Well, all the short stacks are doubling up, so we need to double up. I'm just going to min open. Hopefully get these 3 to fold. This guy doesn't limp much, does he? He limps a bit. Yeah, he does limp enough. Fucking hell, is that 8 on every board? I'm gonna see better though. He normally seems to raise with his 8 high hands, so it's just sod's law if he. Oh man. No point barreling. If he has an ace, he's going to call me. There's not many draws there. If he has 2 pairs, he's probably going to call me. So, just have to give up the hand. So brutal. Ace 10, A8, limping under the gun. Such is PLO. Doesn't seem to record my hands sometimes. A lot of hands are missing on this Hold'em manager, which is quite annoying. Yeah, so not the best of times so far in this game. If he calls, I will defend. I know it's not a great hand, but I've got some potential. Action flop. Yeah, we need to get busy soon. Got just over 20 big blinds now. Oh, I will not have auto fold on in case he folds. I would steal this guy's blind, but the usual. He pot opens from the button. It's getting to a stage now where I can pot it. If he makes it 2,400, I can make it. Or how much can I make it? 6,000 something. Yeah. It's getting to the point that where my stack is okay for 3-betting a decent hand. Gonna get like 40% of my stack in or something. So hopefully I pick up something decent in this orbit. guy doesn't seem to raise much though, as a bluff. He just seems to... Ugh. We called with ace queen. Yeah. Yeah. It's not that incredible. I expect him to call with ace queen. People are so tired, they just want to ladder up. This guy really wants to ladder up. Like, it's an extra, like, it's not even that much money, but it's an extra $160 or some shit. Oh no, it's not. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, $130. How many players are there? 6, yeah. These are the payout structures anyway. 8th, 7th and 8th already gone out. So yeah, it's like $130 more. I'm going to min open my kings. Obviously. Wow, this guy doesn't 3-bet much. Pot 3-bet. I'm inclined to fold, you know. I think he just has aces too much. Wow. I'm going to fold. The thing has been an ace on every flop that we've had kings on anyway. Not even just in this tournament, but in the cash games I've been playing today, ace has been every flop. I've had like king, king, queen, queen, double suited and stuff. And it's just ace every time. Such is PLO. Well, we won't know if that's the right thing to do or not, but I hope this guy defends. We're getting pretty low on chips, obviously. Oh, bloody hell. Well, definitely had tougher folds to make. I'd be more tempted on this hand if I had the kings to go with it, just because this guy min 3-bets a lot and this guy's a maniac, so well, we could lose a player. Actually, we will lose a player, as he has the straight. So we did manage to ladder up one, but that's not really our goal. We want to double up, man. If this guy opens, you know the score. I would like to 3-bet. Yep, definitely 3-betting for value. Nice flop, nice flop. No money left, so I don't think he has any outs. Otherwise he would have snapped call. With a gut shot he'd probably snap call. Oh, he does have a gut shot. That's all good. So we've got the double up we wanted. Just need a couple more now. And then we go back to our super premium holdings. This guy should check raise. 2000. I'll open this if he folds. It's not a great hand, but got to keep the pressure on. These two guys are so tight. This guy's quite tight also. So. Mediocre hand. Hopefully it goes fold fold. Don't care if this guy raises. Definitely call it. This guy has not opened the button yet, so. And if he just flats, I think I'll just check, because once he calls, I don't think he's ever going to fold to a raise. So there's no point in inflating the pot if I've got no fold equity. It's nice to flop the nuts, but obviously a scary board, so just have to take it easy. It's unfortunate. Snap. This guy's just going to get blinded down. He'll probably hit a hand when he... that's a nice hand. Don't like to 3-bet though. I mean, I could 3-bet small. I just think 3-betting in tournaments is not such a good idea. Wow. This is interesting. Pretty much have to call, I think, if this guy calls, then, because I'm getting like, yeah, it's a no-brainer really. That's an unfortunate flop. There's not really much point betting. If he bets now, it's going to be the most grossest spot I've ever seen. Is there point in betting or not? No. I mean, there was obviously point in betting, but I still have to beat that guy anyway, so you know, I'm not exactly going to win any money by getting into fold. It's unfortunate. See what the other guy cold called the ace 10 jack 7. Yeah, you should never call with that hand on the turn, but you know, he's a bit crazy. Yeah, lovely turn card for us anyway. Just unfortunate we didn't get there. So we're the short stack again. Well, this guy is, but we're pretty much short stack. I might defend if this guy opens. I'm just going to bet that flop. I don't want to check back and then him bet. I've got a gut shot, mid pair, backdoor flush draw. It's a dry-ish board. He doesn't check raise much, so yeah, I'm fine to fold that. He check raises 9% on the turn, so I'm fine bet folding that hand. in need of a double up again. This guy's just dominated. Pure aggression. We've got under 20 big blinds now. No, it's too weak to call. I don't want anyone else to be in the hand, obviously. If I was in the big blind, I'd definitely defend with this hand against him, but having the 3 players behind me, it's not very good if someone else calls and I flop a 5 high flush draw. This guy slow played the aces, I think, did he? Did he 3-bet pre-flop? Nope. And the guy just barreled. Oh, the guy had second set as well. A 10 would have been interesting. Well, we're in the big blind next hand, which is 800. Need to get busy. Just give me half a decent hand. If it was like King Jack 10, King Jack Queen, King Jack Ace 6, basically 3 broadways, I would definitely defend there. But 2 broadways, just not. Yeah, this is the hand. I'm just shoving this all day long. Oh man, and he doesn't open. Brutal. But it's all good. What's going on? Again on this site. It's incredible. Not strong enough. Literally 3 broadways, queens plus, any double suited run down, I'm just going to jam it in against this guy. That's the plan. Why is it being so slow? think I need to make a second part really, otherwise the recording is going to be too long, but I don't think the second part will be very long. Give it a few more minutes. Oh, this guy opens. It's quite a tight opener. Yeah, I'm just going to call and get it in like on that board, why not? 3 ways, top pair and a gut shot. It's not great, but I mean there's already 8,500 in the pot, so it's not exactly it's a marginal spot, whichever way you look at it. That's poker, folks. We're rooting for the 7 then. 7 of hearts. That's definitely the worst card I can see, but it's not surprising. One time? No, I think I'll save my one time. I don't want to use it now. Well, it looks like that was going to be the game. Thanks for watching, guys. We did win something. $408, so not a fortune by any means, but whatever. Alright, see you next time.